I'm only one step.
Hey guys, it's Genevieve, and in this week's video I am finally doing the long anticipated on my part, room tour. So if you guys don't know, I moved into a new house for my second year of college, I want to say a little over a month and a half ago, sometime around there. And it took me quite a while to finally get this room in the state that it's in. It took a lot of trips moving back and forth across town. It took a lot of organizing. It took a lot of time. And it took a lot of effort because I don't usually decorate my room. I usually just kind of leave it bare, I guess. Mostly because I just never really saw the need to decorate my room. But as I got older, I kind of thought, well, I want to have like a really cool room, I want to have like prints on the wall and stickers, and I want it to I want it to be my room. I want it to be personalized to me. So that is kind of how I went about decorating my room. There's not really a rhyme or reason to anything I have up in here. It's mine. I like how it looks, and so that's how we're going to do it. So yeah, without further ado, this is my room. So starting in this corner of the room, we have my door, and this door opens up to a hallway, and that right there is the bathroom. Nothing terribly interesting, but this door usually remains closed more often than not, if only because my roommate likes the house really, really cold, and so I like the house to be kind of a little bit warmer. So by closing the door, it kind of keeps the cold out of my room a little bit better, so that I don't freeze to death. And then to the right of the door, we have my first closet. And this closet has mostly miscellaneous stuff. I don't keep clothes in this one just because it's so close to the door that getting to it can be kind of a pain. But this right here, down here, is my snack drawer. It just has all sorts of junk food. I try not to eat junk food as much recently. I've kind of been trying to eat right and be healthy and all that good stuff, so I only really break into this when I'm like really feeling a craving for some junk food. But it's got all my favorite things in it: pretzels, Chex Mix, and Veggie Chips, a couple boxes of Townhouse crackers, and potato chips, Pringles specifically. And then there's just like an empty bin. That's my laminator right there, but for the most part it's empty. And then like boxes and extra bags, my bike lock. And then up here I have like, that stuff went to the bed in my old dorm room, so I don't really have too much of a use for it right now. And then that's like the bottom covering of my bed, but I don't really use it. And then extra towels. And on the front of the door, you can clearly see that I have a mirror set up, just so that I can kind of look at myself in the morning and see how this whole operation is panning out. But as you can see, today is more of a casual look, as you can clearly tell. And then right here as I move my light over. So right here we have my dresser. There's 4 small drawers on top, which are currently empty at the moment. Well, actually, that has bras, and then that has my underwear and socks. But those 2 top ones right here are empty because I don't really have anything to put in them as of right now. And then this first drawer right here, if I can get it open, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to manage that. Aha! It just has mostly shirts, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, nicer shirts down the middle. And then in this drawer down here is my pants. So I've got jeans on the left side, shorts in the middle, and then yoga pants and pajamas right there. And then because even I don't have enough clothes, these 2 bottom drawers right here are empty. I'm thinking about filling them up with either, you know, art supplies, or maybe I don't know. I'm planning on using them for something, but for what I want to use them for, I still have absolutely no idea. Now moving on over to my second closet, I have currently 2 bags hanging up on it. I have, first and foremost, this adorable, like, Dia de los Muertos, that's such an English accent, Dia de los Muertos inspired, they're called like bum bags, or yeah, hobo bags is what they're called by the people who sold them to me, but they're like these really cute tote bags, and they had a whole bunch of like different designs, but this one really caught my eye because I absolutely love Dia de los Muertos inspired like bags. Like, I think that Dia de los Muertos is like just a really cool and very interesting, I guess, holiday, is, if that's what you could call it. I just think it's very, very interesting, and I love all of like the art styles that stem from, like, you know, being inspired by such an iconic, you know, Mexican tradition. So this immediately caught my eye, and I just absolutely loved the designs, and so I had to have it. And I already showed this to you, but the inside is like this beautiful, like, light blue with like this darker blue printed like leaf pattern, and it's just so pretty, and I absolutely love this bag. I love it to pieces. My mom tried to steal it from me, and I literally almost fought her to the death for it because I said, no, this bag is mine. So we're just gonna plop this right on over here and move on to the second, but less interesting bag hanging up here. It's just a black Jansport backpack with my sorority's insignia on it. I am in Alpha Sigma Alpha, so that's the Greek letters that represent my sorority. So yeah, both the bags are currently empty. This one might have like some gum in the front pocket, but overall there's nothing terribly interesting about that bag. So I'm gonna plop this back right here, and then opening this closet, here are all of the clothes that I hang up. It's mostly dresses and a couple of dress shirts, but yeah, nothing terribly interesting. I'm not gonna go through my whole closet and show you everything that I have, but you know, maybe one day I'll do a going through my closet video. Who knows? I'm always looking for different video ideas, so if you'd like to see something similar to that, then leave a comment and maybe I'll do it. And then up above, I have an extra bed mat. I don't know why I have an extra bed mat, but I do. Maybe in case, I don't know, I need to wash the one on my bed, so I have an extra one. And then I have over here, I have just extra bed sheets, pillowcases, things like that in case I need to change whatever I have on my bed. And then down here I have all my shoes. The tops is mostly like boots. I do have some sandals right there, but that's just because there's the only place they'd fit. Then the second shelf I have like kind of boots slash sneakers. And then on the third shelf I have sneakers and then a couple of high heels. And then on the bottom I have mostly flats and sandals. And then right in front right here are the shoes that I tend to wear. Oops, let's get that in frame. The shoes I tended to wear most often. So, you know, my sneakers, my Gladiator sandals, not those brown ones, I still need to put those away, but my sneakers and my brown boots, I wear those a lot. And so I like to have them out so I'm not constantly having to try and put them away. So moving on to this wall, I have, in the very farthest left corner, I have my Polaroid camera that my mom got me for Christmas 2 years ago, I want to say. Yeah, probably around 2 years ago is when she got me that Polaroid camera, and I've actually been using it a lot recently, and especially over the summer. I'll show you this a little bit later, but I have like all these different Polaroids of like just stupid moments that, you know, between me and my mom, me and my brother, me and my dog, and all that great stuff. It was really, really fun. The Polaroids came out terribly, in case you're wondering, and you'll see that in just a second, but yeah, I have really fond memories attached to them, so I like them. Moving over, we have a print that I got from Spain. I actually went to Spain my senior year of high school, and it was part of like a class trip or a school trip or whatever. And we were walking around in Barcelona and they had all these prints, and I'm like, I need these. So I picked up a couple and I brought them back to the United States, and they're awesome. I love them. They're pretty, and that one's hanging up right there. I have a couple of others. I'll show them to you in a minute. Now we have my bookcase. This bookcase, I've had this for a few years. It's done me very, very well. I'm not going to go through everything on my bookcase. I might do that in a different video, but for the most part, on the very top, I have a couple pictures, some, you know, decorative bottles. That right there is a rock that I got from the top of Mount Lemmon when me and my roommate went hiking up there a couple weeks ago. As you can see, it's very nice and sparkly and pretty, and I really like it, although it did break on the way down, so I'm kind of sad about that, but what are you gonna do? The next shelf has a couple more pictures, and then just like some decorative boxes. This one right here has some jewelry. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's got a little like stuff that I don't wear very often. And then like this old candle that I probably need to get rid of. I won this in a raffle at like a sorority sisterhood. So I don't want to get rid of it, but I'm definitely not using it anymore, especially because I have these two candles now. So I don't really have much of a use for it, but I'm still gonna hold on to it. And then this second shelf right here has all of my art supplies on it. You know, just like paints, markers. I have right here like 2 sets of Reeves paints. This is the watercolor set and this is the gouache set. And then I also have my professional watercolors. So my Holbein watercolors and my Holbein gouaches, and then like my Posca pens, and this is just a random thing of eyeshadow that I keep here because I don't really have anywhere else to put it because I don't do makeup very often. And then on this third shelf right here, I have kind of a mixed array of sketchbooks and graphic novels or comics, whatever you like to call them. I'll probably end up going through this in another video at some point. And then this section right here is like sketchbooks or reference books that, you know, couldn't fit vertically, so I had to put them horizontally. And then on this final shelf right here, I have some more sketchbooks, an organization box filled with things like pills and cream and face wipes and all that good stuff. And then over here I have school stuff. So I have things like textbooks, notebooks, binders, paper, folders, dividers, all that good stuff. Anything that your typical college student could ever need in order to survive school. All of that is probably sitting right here in this little section. And it's actually worked out pretty nicely. I'm surprised that I was able to fit so many things in this bookshelf. Just because I had so much stuff to organize, I thought I would end up having to shove things in like bins, but I'm really, really pleased with how well everything was able to fit. So yeah, moving on over here, we have, as I move my light source around, we have my printer. So this printer is fairly brand new. I just got it over the summer. It is an Epson XP960. I think I bought it for, I don't know, like $200. Yeah, probably like something like $200. It was on sale, which is really nice where I got it. I think it was supposed to be originally like $300 or something, but I got like $100 off. So yeah, this printer is really, really nice. I really, really like it. And I'm planning on, in the future, when I finally get my school schedule under wraps, I'm planning on making prints and stickers. And that's kind of the reason why I decided to get this printer, was because it's not just a regular copy printer, it's like an actual photo printer. And I did a lot of research on it, and it came highly recommended just because it was not only affordable, which is something for an artist who's starting out, trying to sell their products. That was really, really important to me, being affordable and not, you know, having to make huge investments and yet not see any feedback. And second, it was good quality. So affordability, good quality were the two most important things to me, and I found both of those things with this printer, so I'm very, very pleased. And as you can see, I have my printer kind of off the floor in like a makeshift table. These two things right here are actually like old Coke boxes. I got them from like an auction sale, and I basically just have like this piece of wood that I prop onto it, and it looks really, really nice, and I really, really like it. And so this right here is just like a little storage cube that I keep another organization block in, and this has like, you know, my stapler, my inks for my printer, a 3-hole punch, just things like that. And then to the side I have this piece of, not this piece of paper, but this almost empty ream of paper that I use when I need to print off things for class on my printer. So yeah, so moving on to my desk. So this area right here is where I spend probably 98% of my time. As you can see, I have 2 different desks. This desk right here is, first of all, it's much larger than that desk. But another thing, oh, pardon me, that makes it so special is that I kind of consider this desk my traditional art desk, if you will. It's where, you know, I have plenty of space to kind of sprawl out and just kind of, you know, draw or sketch or paint or do anything like that, and I won't be, you know, restricted by the amount of space I have. Like, I had so many issues with being restricted in what I was able to do because the desks I had were so small. And so, you know, I wanted to have kind of a space where I could just devote it to either, you know, sitting down and taking some notes, or, you know, sprawling out and doing a bunch of art pieces. So on the very left, I have my desk organizer. It has a whole ton of pens, pencils, markers, scissors, highlighters, all that good stuff. And then right here I have another desk organizer, which just has like random crap in it, to be perfectly honest, like tape, glue, correction tape, erasers, a water brush pen, all that good stuff. And then right there I have my pencil case. I'll do a video on that at a later date. Another desk organizer that I keep folders and papers for class. There is a ruler sticking out of it. My gum. These two little cups right here that I'll keep like pens or my chargers in. Little to-do notepads. That black book right there is my planner that I use for, like, you know, planning tasks or, you know, organizing my day. And then another paper file holder that I just have like random papers and another pencil case in. So yeah, this is like my traditional media workspace. And then in between I have my trash can and this lamp. If you turn it on, it has 3 settings, so 1, 2, and 3 lights. It's really, really useful because it can get kind of dark in here, and it gets dark in Arizona pretty early, so it's really, really nice to have that around. And then this right here is, I guess, my digital media workspace. It is a kind of smaller desk that I got from a friend before moving in. And the thing that I like about this desk so much is that it has like a raised platform that I can put my desktop on, which is really, really nice, because the issue that I had back at home before I moved out was that I was trying to do traditional and digital media all on the same desk, and I never felt like my monitor was high enough to where I could like actually see it. I was always trying to like pull it back so that I could like see it, but with the raised platform I don't have that issue, so it's really, really great. So right here I have a tower charger. My mom got this for me as like a moving in gift. She got a lot of things for me as a moving in gift, but this is one that this is probably one of my favorites. Basically how it works is it has like a bajillion different outlets. It even has some on the back. I usually only use these 2 ones right here on the front. And how they work is you plug, how can I explain this? You plug a charger into the tower, and based on, you know, the red lights, it tells you what's on and what's off. So currently the top 2 tiers of the tower are off and only the bottom section is on. But if I were to press this button, now the top tier is on. And it's really, really nice, because one of the downfalls of the house that we moved into was that it didn't have a lot of electrical sockets. And obviously I have a lot of things to plug in. So I was kind of like, well, crap, where am I gonna plug in all of my garbage? And so my mom got me this tower and basically solved all of my problems, because she's amazing. Right there I have my headphones. They're just some wireless Beats in rose gold. My keyboard, which probably needs to be cleaned. My Bose speaker, because I don't have any other speakers, and this one's really, really nice. I like it. You know, I've dropped it 17,000 times, but it's never broken on me. My computer monitor, which in reality is actually a TV monitor, but I'm too cheap to go out and buy a new one, and this one works just fine, so yeah. My Hydro Flask, it looks blue in the camera, but I swear to God it's purple. So right here, I have a drawer. It's filled with just a random crap. Yeah, it's not very organized, so we're just not gonna look at that. And then down in this tier, right here, we have my, I call it my electronics box. It's really just a shoe box that I shoved all of like my extra chargers and electronic things into. My microphone, my Razer headphones are in there. I keep my camera in there when I'm not filming. Yeah, it's just my electronics box. And then down here is where I keep, just, you know, random stuff. Here is the keyboard and the screen for my iPad. That's just like some random garbage. my laptop, which is slowly but steadily starting to die on me, a file folder organizer, and my light box. So, yeah. Now moving on to the last, actually, hold on, let me go over my wall. So on this side of the wall, I have various prints. This is another print that I got from Barcelona while I was in Spain my senior year. I have several other prints like that on this wall right here, but we'll get to that in a minute. These 4 prints on the wall right now actually came as part of a Kickstarter that I sponsored last year. I could not tell you who each of the individual artists are, but I do know for a fact that this artist, this print right here, came from Joy-san. She's a really, really amazing artist, and she's also a YouTuber, so you should totally go and check her out. But yeah, all these prints are really, really cool. It was like a Monster Girl anthology type Kickstarter, so I thought it was really, really awesome. And now in the middle, I have these 4 cork wall decorations, which going back to those crappy Polaroids that I took over the summer, this is where I keep those. So that Polaroid right there is of me and my mom. That Polaroid is of my puppy dog. That Polaroid is of just me at my really, really tiny desk. That's of me and my puppy. And then I kind of have them aligned in like a diamond. So like in each of the 4 corners is like a Polaroid, except on that one because I don't have enough Polaroids yet. But then in the middle I have like just random stickers, you know, things that I've received as Patreon rewards because I do support a lot of artists on Patreon and things like that. And I just think that it looks really, really cool, and I really, really love this wall. It just looks so amazing. Now moving on over to, finally, the final wall is where I have the majority of my prints. Let's move the light over so you can see. So on top right there is another print that I got from Barcelona. Like I said, I got quite a few prints from Barcelona. So that, you know, I like that. I think that's probably one of my favorite prints that I got from Barcelona. It's just a really nice, really, really like intricately detailed piece, and I just really enjoy it. That is a corkboard that I stole from someone, and I've just, you know, tacked on some things to it. That right there is some like drawings that kids at the Boys and Girls Club, when I volunteered there, gave me. That right there is like the little name sign that I had on my dorm room last year. That's a Christmas card that my roommate's little sister sent me for some reason. And yeah, that's a picture of me, my family, and my roommate. We're all at dinner for her birthday, so that was really fun. And then these 2 prints right here I just bought on Redbubble. I can't remember the artist's name, but if I do remember or I do find it out, I will link it on screen or in the description box or somewhere. I will try to remember. Moving on, we have another print from the Monster Girl anthology, and that one right there is also from it as well. Like I said, I don't know the artist. I'll have to go digging to see if I can find them, but I don't promise I'll be able to find, you know, which one is which. Another print I got from Barcelona, surprise, surprise. Another print I got from Redbubble. I bought 4 total prints. All 4 of the prints I got from Redbubble are by the same artist, so I will definitely try and find out who they are because I really like their art style and I wanted a couple more prints, and so that's kind of that. Then I have these 2, or I guess 3, little like weekly dry erase calendars. I have a notes one, I have a weekly one, and then I have a monthly one. It just really, really helps me keep myself organized. The weekly one has my weekly schedule on it, whereas the monthly one has just like kind of big events that I need to be conscious of. That one right there is another print I got from Barcelona. It's like, I can't remember what this place is called, but we went here when we were in Spain, and it's really, really cool, and the architecture is just super bizarre, but super like insanely beautiful. The last and final print I got from Barcelona, it's the third of the dancing ladies, as I like to call them. Yeah, that one, of like all three of the dancing ladies, that one's probably, this one right here is probably my favorite, just because I think the green of the background and the red of her dress contrast so nicely. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And then the fourth and final print that I got from Redbubble. Like I said, I will try and find this girl's name because she's, I don't know if they're a boy or a girl, but this artist is just so amazing and I really, really enjoy their art, and I definitely hope I can purchase more from them in the future. So yeah, that's like my art print wall. And then finally, last but not least, we have my bed, who Nala, my roommate's puppy dog, is currently sitting on because her mommy is at school, so she doesn't like to be alone, so she comes in here and hangs out with me until I need to go to class. Isn't that right, baby? Isn't that right? So yeah, it's just a standard IKEA bed. This actually used to be my brother's bed, but he outgrew it rather quickly, so you know, I told my mom that I didn't want a really big bed in my room because I wanted to have more room for, you know, my desk and my bookshelf and, you know, different stuff. So she's like, okay, well, just take your brother's old bed. And so I did. And then under the bed, we have my dog's bed for when he comes to visit me because for some reason my mom won't let him live with me. And then we have the box for my ring light that I just bought. I covered that in a vlog. And then my dirty laundry. Alrighty then. So yeah, now you've seen my room. So that is it, guys. That is the finished and completed room tour for the room in my brand new house. I really, really love this room. I think I did a great job decorating it. But, you know, obviously not everybody has the same interior decorating, you know, preferences. Some people prefer a bit more of a minimalistic look. I personally kind of like the feel of like a very filled in room. I think, you know, I don't know, I think I like the aesthetic of the minimalistic lifestyle, but it's just not for me. I like the feeling of like a cozy but spacious living situation. So yeah, that's the situation that works best for me, and I really, really love this room. I love this room so much. I spend almost all of my time in this room, and I just am so incredibly happy with how it came out. But yeah, this is not, you know, this is how I intend to keep the room, but I'll probably get more prints. I'll fill out, you know, some things. I'll probably end up moving some stuff around eventually, but as of right now, this is how my room looks, and this is how I plan to keep it for the foreseeable future. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel for more amazing content coming every Monday and Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank Nala for being such a good girl and not barking at people as they walk by, which she usually likes to do. And as always, I will see you all next time. Bye!